Coretta Scott King.
Coretta Scott King. And I'm gonna be brief on this because I already tore him a new one yesterday about using Coretta Scott King's name. That Jonathan Majors
said that
everybody's Coretta Scott King,
and you watered her down big time.
And it's so funny because everything we said yesterday, guess who popped up today and said something? Coretta Scott King's daughter,
of course.
You watering my mom's name down.
Like Will Smith. Get my mom's name out your mouth.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter reacts after Jonathan Major calls Megan Coretta Scott King. Or his Coretta Scott King.
He went too far with that.
He has a watered down version of Coretta Scott King.
Apparently he hasn't done much reading on her.
Oh, Coretta Scott King. Following the backlash, Major released a statement defending his use of Coretta Scott King's name, telling TMZ on Wednesday. See, he got backlash, so he came back and said something.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. My intention was to convey my utmost respect for Coretta Scott King, her achievements, and both her personal legacy and one she shares with her husband, Dr. Martin Luther King. He didn't say nothing. He had a whole lot of nothing. Mm-hmm. He could have left that statement.
Mm-hmm. In fact, he dug himself deeper to me.
Well, how did that answer anything by him saying that?
We wanted you to take it back. I shouldn't have said all that she's done and who she is. I shouldn't not have said her name. I'm sorry.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter, Bernice King, is speaking out after Jonathan Majors compared his girlfriend, Megan Good, to Coretta Scott King. And wanted the white lady to be Coretta Scott King. Remember, everybody got to be Coretta Scott King. Hey. My mother, and it's funny. She said this: my mother wasn't a prop. Remember, I said, don't treat her like she's a period at the end of a sentence.
God made a comment along the lines of that.
Bernice, 60, she's 60 now. On Tuesday, January 9th, she said she was a peace advocate before she met my father.
Thank you.
And was instrumental in him speaking out against the Vietnam War. Mm-hmm. Please understand, my mom was a force. That's why I said, you don't get that to everybody.
And Charlamagne the God, I think you had made a comment that along the lines of that was his wife, that was his right arm, they was together. Jonathan, we don't even know how long you're gonna be with Megan.
While she didn't specifically refer to Majors because she's classy.
Mm-hmm. I don't need to say names because we all know who said
and
something.
She's not messy,
right? And we all know who in the news comparing people to my mom.
Bernie, no, only one person is doing that. Nobody else has said Coretta Scott King's name. Bernice's post came shortly after the actor sat down for an interview with Good Morning America in which he referred to Good as Coretta. And she probably hated that he did that. She probably was sitting on the side going, no, don't call me Coretta Scott King.
Yeah, that's true.
Why did I take this gig? Why did I take this gig?
The Megan that we come to know would even be like, Jonathan, no.
She's an angel. She's held me down like Coretta Scott King. I'm so blessed to have her. The relationship is still fresh. That's when I said that. How is she Coretta Scott King and the relationship is fresh? That's what Charlamagne said.
Yeah.
If you're going to call a woman in your life Coretta Scott King, that got to be somebody that was down with you, that held you down, that did this.
Yes.
Not a relationship is still fresh.
Oh, I tell you.
But I think I found her. Major said during a pre-tape conversation which aired Monday. So that was pretty much it. Coretta Scott King's daughter came out and said, pretty much leave my mom's name out of your mouth.
Will Smith. Leave my wife's name out your mouth.
You water down her legacy when you keep saying her name like that. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel.
And we do get it if, like you said, it was a Michelle Obama moment.
Right.
And that reminded you of Coretta because, Michelle's done a lot too. So that level.
You do better saying,
be careful.
I don't even like you saying Michelle Obama, but I'll take Michelle over you saying Coretta Scott King.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, speaking of, see, I'm trying to move through quick. See how I'm moving through quick?
I didn't mean it that way. I meant if he was comparing Michelle Obama to Coretta.
Oh, okay.
That level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Obama could say, Michelle to me is like Coretta to Martin.
Yeah.
I don't think the world would go crazy.
Right.
Some people would, but some people would be like, I get it. First black president of the United States, she held him down.
Yeah, she did. He went through a lot of mess for those 8 years.
I don't even think the King kids would even say something. They would be like, okay, if you gonna compare my mom to somebody
with her husband and working and doing
the first black president of the United States, okay, my dad would be happy with that, and my mom would be happy with that.
Yes.
But not Megan Good and trying to get a white woman to be Coretta Scott King.
Oh my God. He only been dating for a hot minute.
All right.
Go ahead.
Speaking of a woman who's been through a lot.
What is she going through?
Michael Jackson's 93-year-old